So what was your initial reaction to the trade?
I knew a trade was going to happen. When I found out it was Toronto, it was mostly excitement. I love my time in Chicago, but to come to a team like this, an organization, what they built here, and hopefully win a lot of games.
What do you think you can bring?
I think speed, energy, some physicality, and penalty killing, and just kind of whatever is asked of me. I hope I can help the team.
What excites you the most about the Leafs group you're joining?
I think just playing winning hockey, and the culture they have here, you can tell right away. It's it's a winning culture, so it's a lot of fun to be a part of.
Do you feel like your game is kind of suited best to playoff hockey?
Yeah, I think so. I think when it gets more physical, that's when I tend to play my best. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
What have your conversations with Kyle and Sheldon been like? It's just obviously the first day.
They don't want to overload us with too much stuff. Just went over some systems and want us to get comfortable and just play to our strengths, play hockey at the end of the day.
What shows you it's a winning culture? You say you can pick up on that right away.
Yeah, I think it's just it's all business. It's the way we practice. It's just the feeling I get. They've had a lot of success, and I want to help them with that.
Given where you just came from, I mean, what was it like those final days in Chicago where there's all this uncertainty around who may be going where and whatnot? And I'm sure, is that something all you guys talk about, or is that the last thing you talk about?
Talk about it a little bit, but it's so out of your control. You try to just play and enjoy the time you have left together at the end of the day. So we had a good group of guys in Chicago. We worked really hard, and gonna miss those guys for sure.
Did you get to a spring scene last night, you guys?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
a lot of fun. Nice first night in.
What do you think of the boss?
He still got it, that's for sure.
You have a favorite song of his?
He played Thunder Road at the end. That was pretty special.
Just one practice, but what do you think of the line you're on?
I think you can bring some energy, bring some skill, and physicality. I think kind of got a little mix of everything on that line. So really excited for it.
What has sparked, do you think, the offense for you, especially this year?
I think a little more opportunity, just getting a little more confidence. I think goes a long way.
What are the Leafs getting in Jake McCabe?
You're getting a great teammate. You're getting the guy that's going to block every shot, plays really hard every night, and is good with the puck. Really good on the breakout. So really enjoy playing with Caber.
What makes him difficult to play against?
He's got an edge to his game. He finishes his checks. He's really hard to play against. So he kind of does it all, to be honest.
What was your initial reaction when the trade happened?
Yeah, it was 10 o'clock yesterday morning. We were in Anaheim getting ready to go over a pregame skate, and pulled me and Laff out and told us the news, and we were super excited, especially be coming together. It's such a great organization. Organization I'm very familiar with my years in Buffalo, and just having a ton of respect for what they've built here, and I'm just super excited to get started and do my thing and find my role out here.
Yeah, what do you think, or what do you want to bring to this group?
I'm not going to change the way I play. I'm just, defense first. Really have good gaps out there, good skating. Make life make life hard on the other team's top players, and just do whatever it takes to win every night. Block shots, do whatever it takes.
How do you feel you might mesh with TJ?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's really a smooth skater. Been around the league a long time, and anytime you play with a new partner, it's just a lot of communication and figuring out little nuances and figuring out the system here. But he's been great, all day in practice, bringing me along through the drill. So it's exciting. Really excited to get to work here.
You've been around the league, obviously. Does that make a trade any easier, or is it still just?
Yeah, I think it does. This is my third team now, so I think going from the first team to the second team is probably the most difficult one, just because of you're one place for so long. But I've been around for enough now that I've played enough systems. I'm comfortable enough in my own skin, comfortable enough in my own game that I feel confident the way I can play.
You just saw the Leafs pretty recently. What stands out about this group of players?
What stood out to me, though, we played them back-to-back games, a couple weeks ago or a week ago, whatever it was, and just the back pressure is what really stood out to me from a defenseman side of things. We try to break the puck out, and next thing you know, you got two guys tracking back and getting over the forwards, and the amount of speed that they play with. And, it's very difficult to play against, and just so much high-end skill up front. Taking 2-on-1s today as puck's going through my skate and stick. It's a lot of high-end players, so it's it'll be fun to get those guys the puck.
You've never played in the Stanley Cup Playoffs. What does that opportunity mean to you?
It's everything, really. Been that's what this game's all about. And obviously, I haven't been able to get there, and just to be able to have a chance to play in the playoffs is very important to me. And like I said, I got a ton of respect for this group and what they've done, and what they've built here. So like I said, I just want to fit in whatever way I can and just try to help us win.
Is it something you thought about like over the years? Just a chance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, many times.
You did play some pretty high leverage games back at the World Juniors. I'm wondering if you reflect on those pressure moments and how they may have helped you as you came up in hockey.
Yeah, the World Juniors was definitely big for me at that time of my career. It really gave me a boost. I played well at that tournament. Just as far as leadership and confidence in my abilities on the big stage was really important to further my development and try to make it in the NHL for sure.
How was Springsteen?
It was good. It was honestly it was the perfect setup. We got in here, me and Laff at 5 o'clock. The boys had some tickets, so to get in an environment like that, get to know the guys is perfect. So it was really fun night. Bruce is crazy, man. That guy just keeps going. 3 hours straight. It felt like just guitar after guitar. This guy wasn't even sweating, just ripping with it. It was awesome.
You have a favorite Boss song?
I don't know. We were all waiting for "Born in the USA," but it never came on. Maybe we left like 1 or 2 songs before the end. But I don't know, "Born to Run" is tough to beat too. So he's got a lot of bangers.
How does that accelerate the chemistry process? You join a new team and you're kind of in that setting versus this setting.
Yeah, no, it's huge. It really is. Guys are having a good time and have a couple beers with the fellas. It's nice. Got a couple familiar faces here, but everyone it's a super tight group. I can already tell, and everyone that's super welcoming. So I'm very grateful for that.
You know Ryan from Buffalo?
Yeah. Yep.
And Auston from the World?
Yeah, I played with World Championships with Auston.
Auston, just I guess what is a day like this for you, where there's new guys come in and guys leaving?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a whirlwind, obviously. Just a lot of moving parts right now, so I think you just, kind of want to take a breath and kind of see what's going on. I still don't know everything, like all the details and stuff, because I feel like it just happened like 20 minutes ago. So obviously, with McCabe and Lafferty coming in yesterday, obviously, some nice additions for us, and it's just been a busy couple days. So I'm just kind of let things settle down here.
What do you think Jake will bring to this team?
I was fortunate. I played World Championships with him, and got to know him pretty well over there. And I think he's just a guy that he's going to give his all every game, and a guy that you want on your team, you want to go to battle with. So I'm really excited. I'm excited about Lafferty as well. I think it's just these guys are going to help our team and improve our team in different areas and give us some more depth, obviously.
You just faced those guys.
Caber's tough. Like, he's physical. He's hard to play against. He definitely doesn't give you anything for free, and he's a competitor. And I think Laffy, a lot of speed, obviously, and I think that's going to help on our forecheck, penalty kill, being able to kind of close gaps and pressure, and obviously you can scoot up and down the ice and drive plays. So it's exciting to obviously get these guys. It's always fun when new guys kind of come in, and obviously just welcoming them with open arms and. Just kind of getting right to work. So.
Well, I remember you mentioned Zach was kind of one guy who on a different element, like he was scoring pucks. Do you kind of feel like Noel and Sam that same kind of?
Yeah, for sure. You could just see it was pretty relevant right away with Noel. And he's just a really hard player to play against, and really hard in the puck, and he's physical. And it kind of brings that element for our team that obviously you need come this time of year, and you want to elevate in that area. So I think both guys. Maybe different kind of body types and styles, but in the end, they're doing a lot of really good work out there for our team, and it's fun to have them on our side now.
You talked about.
I was going to say, what's it like to get them kind of right into a team? I see your two could get them part of that last night with the Springsteen concert.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's just easy to get them right in there, and always have a good night and just kind of get to know each other, just have fun. Just like I said, welcome them with open arms. And just right to it. So it was fun concert last night for sure. I'd never seen Springsteen live, and I was definitely pretty blown away. It was a lot of fun.
You talked a lot about the moving parts, but when you look at just your conference alone, it seems like everybody's doing something. Like, what's it like knowing that this many teams are going all in with the reality that 2 of them may not even get out of the first round?
Yeah, obviously when you look at the East, it's pretty stacked, all around. So. obviously there's a lot of good teams out there and a lot of good teams in the East, and obviously each team believes in themselves and they want to give themselves the best position, best chance to obviously go a long way. So it's no different than what we're doing with Rangers, other teams are doing as well. So it's just that kind of thing. So
what's it mean to you that Kyle is showing this kind of faith in the group that you have by making these types of moves?
Yeah, I think it's a two-way street. I think we recognize that, the confidence and faith that he has in us, and I think, for us, we want to obviously back him up and prove him right. So I think it's a two-way street there, and it's great.
Any part of Ryan's game that's been surprising to you so far?
Riley? I think you really appreciate his game, like playing with him now and seeing it up close and personal. I think I've always really liked his game, and he's always been a really good player, a guy that's tough to play against in all areas of the ice and the face-off circle. And so it's just cool to have him on our side now and just kind of watch him do his thing. And I think you just really have an appreciation, especially when you see it up close like that. So.
My understanding it's really fresh right now, but Rasmus and Pierre are the two guys who have been traded. Just a thought on them as people and the teammates that they were.
Yeah, they're great guys. Sandy, Pierre, I think. Two guys that kind of came up from the Marlies, came up, worked their way up in the NHL, and regular guys now. And so it's always tough. I think it's just the business side of the game where things like this happen, and it's obviously tough. You never want to lose guys, but it just kind of is what it is. We all obviously wish them all the best, and Washington and wherever. I don't know where Pierre's going, but we wish them the best, and it is what it is. Just a tough business sometimes.
One question on tomorrow's game. First look at Edmonton. What do you make of what McDavid's doing, hitting 50 goals already?
Yeah, he's obviously a freak. So I don't think there's too many words to really describe what he's doing and what he's been doing. So it's just impressive to watch, and so obviously tomorrow will be a good challenge for us, and you just got to make sure that try to limit his time and space as much as possible, but knowing that he's going to probably get some looks, but you just try to play him as hard as you can and give him as little as time and space as you possibly can.
What's this day like for you? It seems like kind of a crazy day. What's it like for you?
Yeah, obviously it's not ideal that things happen right in and around practice and all of that, but it's the nature of the beast here with this week being what it is. Obviously Kyle's been very aggressive and very active, and I think has done a great job of getting things done early. So sometimes you just have to get those things done, no matter the timing, and make sure the players can be aware before things start to make the rounds. So yeah, it is what it is in that sense. But the players that are leaving are guys that have given us really good minutes and years here since becoming in the organization as draft picks, and never easy to see people leave, but of course we're really excited about those that are joining.
Speaking of the guys who are joining, Jake McCabe, what sort of impact do you expect he to make for your team, and why you opted to start with TJ?
Well, in terms of starting him with TJ, I think he'll probably make the rounds a little bit in terms of working with different partners. We think it's an easy, natural fit anytime somebody plays alongside Brody. So it's a good way to get him going here with us. But I think the fact that both guys are strong defenders, both guys move the puck well, all those kind of things, I think it has the potential to be a real good pairing for us. So just to that end, thought it was a good way to start things here. But like I said, not unlike we've been doing with our other guys, we'll want to try some different things here along the way.
Do you envision him being someone on the right as well?
Yeah, we'll look at that. It's not something we've thought a great deal of, to be honest. I know he has spent some time there. I haven't spoken with him about it. I probably will at some point. A guy who's willing to do it and accept it and has experience and success doing it and feels confident doing it is a good asset to have for sure. So I'm sure whether that's trying that with the pairings or just throughout the game, giving Dean the ability to move things around, the more you can do that, the better it is. So, we'll probably look to utilize that at some point, but it's not something that we're looking at, in terms of when he comes in and acquiring him, we look at him as a left defenseman.
As for Lafferty, what sort of impact, how do you think he can help his team?
Well, the big thing that really stands out is his speed. I mean, he's right up there with the fastest players in the league. So he gets on top of you really quickly, both ways, whether that's on the forecheck or tracking coming back, getting in behind defensemen to generate some offense. And he's a very competitive guy. So when you've got speed combined with competitiveness, the way that he has it, I think there's a guy that can really make an impact on his shift. So we like that about him. Just in the short time talking with him here today, I think seems like he's excited to be here, and we're certainly happy to have him. I think he's another very versatile and important guy for us in the bottom six.
What sort of impact do you think these moves have on the chemistry of the group? I know Kyle was talking yesterday about you're cognizant, you don't want to, the group's, it's had a lot of success this year. So how do you feel like it changes kind of that mix?
Well, I think it certainly does change the mix, but that's why you want to prioritize character people. I think Kyle's done a tremendous job of that with anyone that he's brought in here. Between Kyle and the rest of the management team, and even players to a degree, they do a lot of work to make sure that the character is going to be a fit, the personality is going to be a fit. So to that end, I think that it makes it easier knowing that you've got guys that are going to come in. I mean, O'Reilly coming in and Shari, like it's been so seamless. And in fact, I think they've really improved our environment just with their personalities and experience and confidence that they have. And then the on-ice part of it, I think we've just, Kyle's looked at our team and has been really honest about it and trying to figure out ways that we can get better, and he's been aggressive with it. So I don't think there's any doubt that we've improved in our depth and our competitiveness, at both forward and defense.
How do you think that will change the group just in terms of competitiveness? It seems like it changed.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to do that. I think we have greater consistency with the type of pressure we can put on other teams, and just a group of guys. You look at, I think every guy we've brought in is a guy that got great confidence that when the temperature rises, they're going to continue to push, continue to play, continue to be themselves, and that's what you want to have as a team.
I know it's fresh, but some initial thoughts on Gustafson and Luke Shen and how they might fit into all of this?
Yeah, obviously those are the two freshest ones. I mean, Luke Shen's a guy who's been in the league, of course, and a long time, former Leaf, and you know that he's a guy that is as competitive and physical as there is in the league, and great experience. Obviously won a Stanley Cup. Been a part of winning teams down there in Tampa, but has done a great job in Vancouver. But has also guys spent time in the minors and worked his way back, like talking about character guys and team guys. Just another great one. I haven't been able to talk to him yet, but Kyle talked to him, and he's really excited to be coming back to Toronto. And then Gustafson is a guy that he's having a great season here. He's a guy that's proven to come in and help move the puck and play good on offense and help the power play. So I think between those two guys, we just got to really increase our depth on defense, and they do it differently, but both bring value in their strengths.
Did you see this? Did you know kind of this might be coming today, all this activity when you took the ice for practice? Did Kyle give you a heads up? Or was it
Yeah, I had a pretty good sense. Didn't necessarily, it was a little bit surprising beforehand. The other one, McCabe and Lafferty deal, that one is one I had a few days notice on in advance that it might be coming. But this one here, especially with three transactions, it was a bit of a surprise, but we did have notice going into practice, and was trying to manage it as best we could to not disrupt the group. But I think the players were able to stay focused and were able to get through the part that we need to. Again, never easy to inform players any longer with us.
How would you incorporate the extra data? Just with the group data?
Yeah, a little early, but I think as we look at it, the first thing for me is just we have now insulation there for whatever the case may be in terms of injury or performance, and adjustments to whatever the games might bring. and like I said, I just really like the depth, and I like in particular Gustafson and Shen coming in, two guys that increase the depth, experienced players, and they bring different things that, you know, no matter what we want to look like on a particular night, we can utilize that. So I think Kyle's done a really nice job of kind of rounding out our depth at both forward and deep.